Hello everyone. Okay, so today we will be talking about step number 4, which is your writing style. Okay, so in this video I want to highlight for you to think about how you want to write your story. So by this time I think you have decided what type of author you want to become, what type of market you want to direct your work to, what sort of writing tool you want to use, and how you want to publish your book. So now you might want to have to think of, and you have thought about your plots and plotted down what you want to write about, and now you need to think about as well how in the writing style you want to deliver your story. So what I'm talking about is your tense. Are you gonna write this in past tense or present tense? You need to think about what point of view you are writing in. So are you gonna be writing in first person? So you are a person like Zora, like in my Necromancer from the North. She is talking in first person. I went there, I did this. Or are you gonna write in third person, which is Zora went there, Zora did this? Or will you make a mix? You can also, which obviously if you make a mix you have to quite make it clear when you, probably in different chapters, how it shifts from someone else's view to someone else's, to your own view, and so that you don't confuse the reader. Then you will also think about, are you going to write only from the protagonist's point of view, or are you going to blend in someone else's work in it? I know that some people mix. So for example, if you write paranormal romance and you have a couple, you might write it from one perspective and then jump to the other people's perspective, the other person's perspective later on, and that makes it quite nice actually. I didn't think I would like it. I thought I would mostly like reading about someone and only that one, but when you get a story from two different people about their relationship, how much sort of they love each other from their own point of view, that works really nice as well actually. And then you might have to think about your language. So are you gonna use foul language? Are you gonna use traditional old-fashioned language? Are you gonna use modern slang? Are some characters gonna use different types of way of speaking and others not? Are you gonna, write so that maybe someone swears and someone doesn't, and you can sort of show your character that way? Or will the characters in your book come from another country? Will they speak another language? Will you make up another language? Or will you just say she talked in puzzle tongue, like Harry Potter, and someone else didn't understand? Or so you might want to to think about as well how you want to tell your story. There might be a straightforward language which might be set for the younger. Well, I'm stereotypical, thinking that the younger people might not have the large vocabulary as the my experienced readers, but you might want to have to think about if you're going to use words that are more not commonly used and people might not understand, or if it's going to be straightforward, that's you talk quite simple language. Repetitive, don't make it too repetitive. So yeah, in English language, for example, you use an active writing style rather than a passive. It's just different things. So you might want to have a look at reading about that and learning, so that you get it the way you want it from the beginning. Because if you start writing in different tenses and then realize it, you might have a trouble going back and correcting it later on. So that's a tip for you to think about as well. And as always, the more experienced readers especially tell me again and again and again, and all the forums I read, that it is worthwhile getting an editor. The first books I made, I did not have the budget for having an editor, and it didn't bring my books very far. People were commenting on the mistakes, so now I've started to go through them again to make sure that I have an edited copy, so that it's fabulous. well, as much as it can be. It can never be perfectly foolproof. Well, then maybe if you have I don't know, many proofreaders and many people on your advanced reading team, because you have your critics and your advanced reading team as well. If you've established a market, you can ask people of your reader groups to read your work and comment to you, and those people normally pick up if there's missing question marks or speech marks and different silly careless mistakes that even if you read it time and time again, sometimes when you've read your own work too many times, you start reading what you know should be there and not what actually is there. So that might be a good tip as well to do after the editor has gone through your work. Now, I use Sally Dixon. She is amazing. She's very funny as well in her comments. She's been very good at editing my books. I will leave you her details as well in the comments section below so that you can have a look at that. So that is my tips and tricks for your writing style. If you have any other tips to the writing styles, if you have any other, if you are an experienced author, you watch this video and you think this is something that people should know about as well, leave a comment in the comment section below. Hit that subscribe button to watch my other videos, and as always, I wish you a very good day. Thank you very much for watching. Bye!